I'm pretty sure there's something like that. Beer opener.
Probably like helps you open your cans because you know sometimes you can't like put your fingers there.
See, there you go. I'm making ideas now. Fucking patent that shit.
Beer opener.
Oh, so these are my last beers that I shared. I went to Bevmo and got a nice, cool little 4-pack of these.
What?
Mm-hmm. All nice.
Created by Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay. I work at the morning, so
Robinson's Premium British.
yeah, can't get with it.
Charged
study.
flavor. Yeah.
I can.
I'm bad enough at the smoke, so I have experience smoking and studying. So.
Exactly, right.
It takes me longer to study, but I still can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I reread everything.
And you make sure that you got it.
Yeah. I literally write it down. The answer will be on the left, and I'll still write it with my hand physically, so I can my brain is writing the answer and
You'll like it.
helps me memorize it.
Yeah. That way you're not dumb.
Because even though I have it there and I'm reading the answer, for something about just reading the answer doesn't work. I got to write it out.
Yeah.
And I'll remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes beer with certain people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, cheers.
This is actually a mystery liquor.
Really?
I found this in my because I was looking for the flask this entire time for about a couple months.
And I bought you a new one and then you find it.
And I found it.
Whatever. So we have
You don't
two
know
flasks now.
what's in it?
So I don't know what's in it. I was gonna drink straight out of it, but I was like, nah, I think I'll just pour it out and make sure that's okay. It looks good.
You smell it? Can you tell what it is?
Whiskey.
It's whiskey?
Whiskey?
Oh, I can't tell because it's a glass.
Yeah, it's whiskey. Anybody want to take a guess? I want to say it's Jameson. I'm gonna say it's Jameson. Because it's not the wild turkey. We didn't
No,
pull
it's
it off.
not. I'm pretty sure it's Jameson, but it doesn't.
Alright, while we figure that out, I'm gonna do the intro.
Smells like tequila.
That's not tequila. That can't be tequila.
It smells like tequila.
No, it's not tequila. This is rum.
And I don't get whiskey out of it, and I don't like whiskey.
I think this is rum. No, actually. Because it has sweetness to it. If you really take good a few whiffs. I start getting almost, I feel like I'm smelling
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we're trying to figure out what the fuck is in this goddamn flask. But we're here with our good friends Frank and Jesse again, returning for the third time on Ratt. I would do the horn right now. I was planning to do the horn. So what's the verdict? What do you think? I think it's whiskey.
I feel like it's rum, bro.
You think it's rum?
Oh, rum. Maybe it is rum.
In fact, I think it's Bacardi Gold. I'd be bold enough to say that it's Bacardi Gold, I'd call it.
You know what?
Actually, no, Sailor Jerry. There you go.
I'm pretty sure it is Sailor Jerry.
I think it's Sailor
because I
Jerry.
think we had that New Year's, and I'm pretty sure we had, because you said it was a few months ago when you couldn't find it. I'm pretty sure that's the
No,
New
we
Year's.
definitely had it on New Year's.
It's been fermenting for a while.
It's been from New Year's.
It's been getting nice and dank.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just take it.
We figured it out, folks. We got it here.
Woo!
I know. Here's to the show.
Salud.
Rum?
Yeah, that's right.
I got the chills along with you. I was like,
Yeah, definitely rum.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Well, I thought it
New
was-
Year's rum.
Like tequila because it smelled.
I know, you
really
could
strong.
smell the alcohol in it, like it was it smelled like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Fermenting for a while.
I was like, that smells like some cheap shit.
nah. After a while, it probably just all starts smelling the same.
Yeah.
Just rubbing alcohol.
I guess I gotta get used to that though.
Well, isn't that metal canister too? So it's probably why it has a different taste.
I didn't realize that rum was that clear. Or is it just fermenting?
No,
there is some clear rum,
like
but then most Sailor Jerry's dark rum though. So that
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure when you're pouring it too, the spices spread out and whatnot.
Yeah,
Kind of lightens up.
that's true.
I just hope. Or maybe I just poisoned myself. And now I only got 40 hours left.
Cool.
Gonna make this the best
I know.
fucking episode
Exactly.
ever.
So what the fuck is that, guys?
Let's make this one count.
Exactly.
So welcome back.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us back.
Well, of course, because you know
We're ready.
Mm-hmm.
We realize it's been like about a year since we've had you back on.
I should probably look that up right now since I got the.
That's true. I think we were trying to.
I'm pretty sure it's been about a year, but
Okay, so this is episode 69.
Hey! Love it.
That was unintentional too.
Nice.
The last time you
Finds a
guys
way.
were on was episode. Oh fuck. Oh,
way
fuck.
back. Oh, book.
Oh
Gotta
fuck.
keep scrolling,
Oh,
scrolling,
fuck.
scrolling.
What?
Yeah.
Episode 69? What? That was. Yeah.
Man, yeah, dude, it's still going.
We're like more than 30 episodes
I know.
now.
No, it was.
It's been a while.
Holy shit, it has been a while.
Anthony Ortiz saying,
Wait,
"What's
wait,
up,
wait,
players?"
Wait.
What up, bruh?
Episode 19. You guys were on the 19th episode.
Wow.
And the 69th. Okay.
And yeah,
The
so it's
19th
been
and the
50
69th.
episodes. It's been 54. Hey, what the fuck? I've hit a milestone right there. What the shit? That's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Props. Mad props.
That worked out perfect, like 50 episodes later.
Exactly. 50
Exactly.
episodes later, here you
Mhm.
guys are.
Exactly. I know. And it just so happened to be 69 too. So
Yes.
that's what the fuck is up.
Perfect.
Well, welcome back after 60 goddamn episodes.
50.
I mean, 50. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
drunk.
It's been a while.
I'm drunk.
The mystery liquor already
Yeah,
slapped
liquor's
the
kicking
fuck
Yeah,
out of
there
you.
it is.
The mystery liquor.
The mystery, exactly. Oh man, I'm gonna start doing that from now on.
Just like have someone pour your flask. Like, bro, here's my flask. Give me something. Make sure it's not
And
cheap
hide it
shit.
from myself. Yeah, hide it from myself. Forget about it and find it like a month later. Like, what the fuck is in here?
That's how you know your good friends and your bad friends. They'll probably like pouring you like pop or some shit.
Oh shit, I know, right? That'd be pretty bad though to find out a couple months later. Like, what the fuck did you give me, Pope?
Ooh,
What is
But
it?
you got drunk, right?
Oh, Pop?
Yeah.
What's
There you go.
Pop?
Pop is
Oh
like
my
it's
god.
similar to Bartons, that vodka that you buy like. It's $7 for like
It
a
comes
like
in
a handle.
plastic jug.
It's a plastic
It's a
jug.
plastic jug.
Is it worse than Kirkland brand?
Oh, Kirkland is a fucking godsend compared to like those.
Wow.
Yeah, because if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, I think Kirkland
No, yeah.
outsources their liquor, so like anything Kirkland labeled is like a brand name, but just like with their name on it. So like the Kirkland
Not
vodka is
really.
like Smirnoff, I think.
Ah.
I think it has something to do with
They
like.
just bought a bunch of Smirnoff and put Kirkland on it. So
I think they own like shares for like certain companies, and so like
that makes
part
sense.
of their share is like they're entitled to
But yes,
bottling.
worse than that.
But yeah, much worse.
Pop Off is like when you go to the liquor store, it's like literally the one that's at the bottom, like by the
In the
cashier's
corner
shoe.
collecting.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
literally most of the time there's
literally
dust.
collecting dust.
There really
I
is.
In a
guarantee.
plastic
Shout out to
bottle.
the Circle K right there. Fucking on Peg.
Peck and Hemlock.
Yeah, dude, when partying back in the day, that was like
I had my
that was the
fair
way to
That was the
way to
only.
go.
That was the only place where you can find pop off without dust on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Sadly enough, yeah. Everywhere else, every other liquor store, you
Because
don't.
all the fucking broke ass high school kids, that's what they would get.
Yeah, that or just a shit ton of like 40s and tall boys.
King Cobras. They get a box of King Cobras.
For locals.
That was the
Yeah.
bottle I would get. Like, hey, I brought liquor to share.
Fuck
It was
yeah,
like
there you
a
go.
$10 handle.
Oh my god.
Get everybody fucked
I
up.
don't even think it was $10. I think it was like
It was.
$8.
I was like
Giving it
7.
away.
That's when you know
Take it.
something's fucked. Like,
They just tell you to take it.
Giving it away. It's like, "Hey, here, just take it.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
seriously?
Like Kirkland beer.
Oh man.
Kirkland has beer
Yeah,
too.
Kirkland,
No
dude,
shit.
Kirkland Light is the worst beer ever.
Hey, I mean, I've seen some pretty fucked up beer. I went to the 99 cents one time. I saw this thing called
This is worse
30
than
second beer.
This is worse than 99-cent beer.
I wouldn't. I didn't get a
Worse.
chance to try it, but
Dude, yeah, it is okay. It costs less than $20, and it comes in 48 packs.
holy fuck!
Yeah,
Damn, did Natty Ice just find its match?
seriously,
Yeah.
seriously.
Oh
that's,
my
that's
God.
That's how everything can happen. All right, so let's actually get into what's been going on now since the
I
last
know,
time you
it's
guys were here.
it's been 50 episodes and you've done quite a bit of shows since.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. We're actually just going through. Well, what did we just talk about? It's been a year, it was a year after you had already started doing drag again.
Yeah,
after
I've
coming
probably
back.
done like maybe a handful of shows.
Mhm.
Since then, I've done at least like 15 to like 20 shows in the past year.
That's
So I've
crazy.
been, for me that's busy because I'm used to doing like one
Okay,
show
that's
every
busy.
like once in a blue moon, but
Mm-hmm.
past few months I've been doing like 1 to 3 shows in 1 month. Some of them are like one like back-to-back weekends, and some are like back-to-back shows where I do a Saturday night and a Sunday night, which I'm not used to. So those days fuck me up because those weekend shows fuck me up when it's like Saturday and the next day's another show. Like I did a Saturday night show and then I did a Sunday morning brunch and I was sick. So it's just like, yeah. Brunch shows are not for me. I'm not a daytime drag queen. That's not. It was fun. I honestly love doing a brunch show, but
let me know if you ever do it again because I know that's the only show that I've seen that's not like 21 plus.
Oh, and that's the only thing that'll get her up in the morning.
Yes, that was good. I would get up in the morning.
Yeah.
But also,
she went to one and she was like, "Oh, what time's the show?" At 10 o'clock. I was like, "You're not gonna make it." And she was like, "No, I'll be up by 8, and be ready by 9. We'll leave." And then she was up by 8, ready by 9. I was like, "What the fuck?"
And you're still getting the boogers out of your eyes, like, so we really are going.
Well, no, she had plans to go with her younger stepbrother, but
it was for drag.
But I was telling her, I was like, "You're not gonna fucking make it. Like, you're not gonna go." And we stood up till like 3 in the morning the night before.
We partied the night before, and then I
you,
drank on the next morning, and I fucking got up and I did it. Thankfully, my makeup was still intact. I was like, "This looks good. I'll just throw
a little touch up here and
there. Spray it a little bit.
Gaze will fall for the glitter.
I
Okay.
sprayed it with hair because I went for like some kind of mermaid look because it was the night before. I was a prom party.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was
And we went to another party after that, though, didn't we?
I think so.
We did.
I remember it was Joe's 40th birthday. That was the prom that we went to. So I was all dressed up, and I did makeup, and I did this whole kind of mermaid look, and I used like a little bit of glitter for like my highlight, and it was all very, very pretty. I got drunk, woke up in the morning, like, crap, I gotta get ready. And I looked, I'm like, hey, my eyelashes are still, like, all of my eye makeup was still intact. I'm like, fuck yeah, I just threw on some more powder.
Your face that night.
No, I don't know what happened. I think it was
probably like stuff like this on like unbeknowingly like just.
It was like a drag queen miracle. I don't know. The gods wanted me to like have.
RuPaul was watching over you that night.
Seriously, I had some kind of drag queen angel looking after
Shantae,
me.
you
shit! You know what I just realized?
What?
The live feeders aren't getting the full audio.
Oh. Well, that's shitty.
Yeah.
No wonder we don't have anybody watching.
Nah, we scared them away.
But yeah, so I
cable
woke
right
up,
there?
my makeup was still intact. I was like, what the fuck, this is a miracle. So I just threw on some more glitter and I was to drag
Glitter
that.
fixes everything. Like, sometimes when I fucked up my eyeshadow, and there's been days where I'm like, I can't fucking fix this. Like, I already blended it out. I try to, like, put a different color over it. I try to, like, shade it something. I try to, like, maybe just wipe off a little bit. And I'm like, I'm just gonna put some glitter over that bitch, and nobody knows that it was fucked up before.
Glitter is the worst, though.
Yeah.
Glitter is like the herpes of arts and crafts.
Because I always take Jesse to all his shows, right?
Yeah.
And, like, my passenger seat
I was gonna say, when you get out of the car, you're like, fucked.
No, literally, like, I'll like, be getting ready to go to go to school, and I'll look to my right, and it looks like just lit, like, just
like the fucking tooth fairy, like, poof real quick in your chair.
Sometimes I don't even wear
fucking
glitter, or my
Tinkerbell
outfits
just
don't have
finished,
glitter,
like,
and
all
there's still
over
glitter
the
in
goddamn
his
seat.
like.
There's just glitter just follows you.
I'm like, I wore nothing shimmery. I didn't even put glitter on my face. I don't know if I got it.
But it's because somebody else was wearing glitter and when you're hugging them and everything. Yeah.
That's another thing. I'll go say hi to all the other queens because it's been a while. Like, oh hey, how you been? Some of them actually recognize me or remember me. And I'll come in for a hug, and I'm just like, oh, there you go. There's fucking glitter everywhere.
It's the herpes of like the arts and crafts / makeup world.
You
It
go to a
gets
drag show,
everywhere.
You're gonna like end up with glitter, even if you are.
End up with glitter somewhere.
Even if you don't tip them, you're sitting in the back corner. You're gonna get glitter.
You have glitter on you.
You're in the bathroom the entire time of the entire show.
Whenever I leave the scum shows, I found not only do I leave with glitter, but I leave with fake blood on me.
I've noticed. Yeah, I see that in general. Like that's a pretty cool.
Or some sort of prop or
I have
effect that
so
was
like I've left with
splattered out or
blue
somewhere.
paint on
He likes
me,
to get dirty.
blood
I like
multiple
that.
times. I've left with like blood splatter on me, but paint and then and glitter.
That one night we went to Scum when Frankie did the whole like bit with like that cream that.
It was like frosting.
Like frosting. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you could even qualify it as frosting. She said she got the cheapest frosting she can get. I'm like, and I came in for a hug, and my whole leg was just. Yeah, it looked terrible.
Calm down all his legs.
You always leave drag shows covered
I totally
in something.
forgot you guys went to Scum.
Yeah.
We did. It was
Pretty
so
dope.
fun.
That was
Yeah,
a dope
and I had a
night.
really good time.
Oh yeah, I did. I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't there though.
I know you weren't.
No, you missed out.
And that's
Brad.
all we're gonna say about that.
Right.
Moving on.
It was a good night.
It was.
It was our first time there, so it was fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It was a fun time.
There we go. I was about to be like, you guys should go fucking go. And I was like, oh. I wasn't there for that one. I wasn't invited.
They had
You didn't
No.
go that night.
You didn't go
I
that
remember
night.
you were like, oh, I'm tired or something. You like
Was that the night that I just
Yeah.
chose not to go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There was a night that I wanted to go, and she just fucking left me there.
Okay,
She left me
because-
at work, yeah.
Okay, because by the time, if I would have waited for him, and by the time we would have gotten there, the show would have been over.
We would have been mid-show, and it would have been
No.
Would have been fine. Yeah, so it would have been mid-show, would have been fine.
It
Nah.
always
Yes,
shut
it
on time.
Depends. A lot of drag-
always shut on
yeah.
time.
Yeah, no, you want to know what time they start? Fucking 12:30. That's when we would have gotten there.
Oh shit!
No.
Yeah,
No.
don't do that.
Yes.
They started at 12 that time.
That's
The one fucking time.
Because by the time you hit me up, it was like mid-show. By the time, like, I was like, oh shit, like, I didn't know you wanted to go. So I'm sorry.
But yeah,
But I didn't drink it all that night, and I left right after the show was over.
which show was it?
It was just one of the scum shows.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
it's got-
probably
okay,
about
okay,
2
okay.
months ago.
I like
Yeah.
that spot though.
Yeah.
That Chico's right there.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's intimate.
The spot is cool, but it's definitely, I feel like Scum and what it's becoming is definitely outgrowing the at least
venue?
the size of the venue. It's not outgrowing the quality, because like not a lot of venues would be cool with the shit that they do there.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
And people climbing on stuff, like they're cool with all that, which is great, but it's just with the popularity that it's getting,
Yeah.
it's starting to really outgrow it. Like there's
I remember the very first time we went, it was like the crowd, it wasn't that bad. Like it was like everybody could see it, but every time I feel like every single time we've gone back, it's gotten more and more and more.
Yeah.
and more.
I have to
Like,
be-
the night that we went, it was really packed. in
Yeah.
there. And I'm like, I've been to that bar before, and I was like, I never saw it like that. Like,
Yeah.
really busy. So those nights get like, I haven't been back, but I've like seen like
They make
like, people
fucking
that, like,
money
you know,
on those
post
nights.
It, like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that post
absolutely.
the shows like they look jam packed. People like barely fit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that's a good night. Like for them, like yeah, it's a little bar, but it's like packed wall to wall, all the way
Mm-hmm.
to the damn entrance.
Fucking pretty much packed to this goddamn ceiling because everybody's dancing on the goddamn tables and shit.
Oh yeah, I have to sit on the fucking ledge. I've kind of claimed that spot. I'm like, this is my spot. I sit here every time because I don't see anybody
What
else
a
sitting there.
Jeffrey.
But it's just like, oh yeah, Jeff says hi.
Quick shout out.
Hey, Jeff says so.
So it is.
So dude. But yeah, I sit on like this ledge, and I remember strategically with you guys, like, okay, I'm gonna climb up here, and you can stand where I'm standing. All right, ready and go. And I remember doing that because it's like the only way that you can really like reserve your spot.
Have you performed at a small little place like that, or is it usually pretty roomy and?
No, I've performed at some small places. Like I think the most recent one was I did at the Boulevard in Pasadena. I did a competition night.
Oh, that place
Oh.
looked pretty small too. I think I saw
Yeah,
you.
that place
your
is probably. I
stats.
mean, like as far as the bar area and like the where you perform, it's probably about as big as Scum. Like it's really small. You have like limited space, but they have a lot of tables in there too. So I think if they got rid of the tables during the show, it opened up a little more. But the dance floor is probably like about as like big as this room. It's really tiny, and then everyone stands like around it. So
everybody dances like.
so I was kind of like nervous to like. I mean, I don't like kick my legs up or anything like that, but I was just like nervous. Like I didn't have much room to get anywhere.
Yeah.
And even when my song started, I had to come from the back of the bar through the crowd, and I'm kind of just like scooping my way through.
Kind of just have to push people lovingly,
Yeah.
being like, "Hey, move."
And then like Hamburger Mary's in West Hollywood, that's a smaller venue too. And,
really?
like, yeah,
It looks big. It looks pretty big, actually.
No, the one in Long Beach is really big.
Oh,
Long-
got
like,
it.
huge, but
I mean,
one
the
in West
main
Hollywood-
stage is relatively small, but like, I mean, there's like little
like
walkways,
the
but
like
even
the
then,
venue's
it's,
like big.
it's a
And then-
nice
From what
venue.
I've seen, like there's plenty of room for the drag queens to move about the venue.
No, I guess okay. The main stage for West Hollywood one is really good, but I think it's more like the table layout. Like some people will be sitting towards the corners, and like I actually got stuck in one of the tables towards the back where only half the times like only some of the queens will actually go towards the back of the venue and do a little dance and get some attention and then go back to the main stage. But that was very few in between. Most of the time they were all stuck on the main stage.
Yeah, it's like a big U. So like,
Yeah,
when
it's
you
like a
come out,
horseshoe.
you come out on one side.
That's a weird layout
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a place.
You can see if the queen stands on the main stage, but the moment they go off the main stage and they start venturing to the other side of the venue,
Yeah.
all you're hearing is music and hearing people cheering. But you can't see anything. So you're just kind of waiting for her to like make her rounds all the way back
And I
around.
You're just sitting there like, this is a good
My way
song.
around.
yeah. And sometimes the queens will be coming out with like a slower intro, and so like they'll be coming in from the other side, and you're hearing all this dramatic intro and just see nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, I like that place. It's a really nice place.
See, my suggestion, since that, like, in places particular like that, you need to, like, open up with System of a Down real quick and just fucking throw some elbows like that. And then just
I
fucking
actually
open it
managed to squeeze my way through the like tables because like I see people that are like, there's like tables like this, and there's another table on this side, so there's like this little like narrow like walkway, and people are sitting there with like on their bar stools, and I see this girl like at the very end like waving her like money, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just like
I'm just gonna squeeze in right
like,
here.
I squeeze my way through, so like half the time I feel like I'm not really performing because I'm just like trying to just get to everybody so they can like see me and like give me money and like I'm trying to like entertain at the same time. But like at that venue, I literally try to get to like everyone's table because some of the, like he was saying, like some people don't go to the far like other side where technically that's like the, like we come out of like one side, like if you're looking at the stage, we come out on the left side. On the far right side is the back like corner. Nobody ever goes to that corner, so I always make my way that way. So that's where I sometimes collect more money because they're just sitting there and nobody's going to them, and then I finally show up and they're like, oh, someone we can actually take this
We're like, money.
yeah,
There you go.
And like those nights, because it's actually a dinner show, it's mostly like bachelorette parties, 21st birthdays. Like,
Oh, and bachelorette
yeah.
parties, they love.
I was gonna say
it's
people that want to spend
literally-
money, pretty much.
It's
like-
literally like like groups or like
Groups
their
wearing like
tables.
matching tiaras and shit.
Yeah,
or
they're like
some
tables
fucking
of just drunk
sashes
white
and
girls.
whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah.
sashes, shirts.
Yeah, like I always try to look for the girl that has the sash that says like bride to be or birthday girl, because that's the girl that I'm gonna dance on, because all her friends are gonna like sit there and snap when the
Snap
drag
and
queen-
throw money and
like like oh like
Yeah.
the drag queen's gonna come dance on my friend, like I'm gonna go snap them. So I'll look for that person because I'm getting like they're having a good time, and then like their friends are like wanting to like snap it, so they're like throwing money at me because
And you're,
giving
and
their
you're
friend
getting
a
all
little
that
shit.
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah, dude,
that
yeah.
crowd
I
energy,
feed
and
off
you
their
like
energy.
dances
Like when I
more.
have that one table that's just like, like I'll go back a second time just because
Yeah.
I know that they're still giving it. Like,
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to like feel the crowd out, and then when I do my second number, I know what tables to go to a little more than the other ones. You know, it's like the first number is like the trial, like where like
you feel everybody.
Yeah,
out.
like where my
Right,
people
like,
at?
Where, like yeah, like you.
Where's my crowd? Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Where's my crowd? Where I'm gonna get the most energy and have the most fun with.
I didn't even think about it that way too. Like,
Well, that's because most of the shows that you and I have gone to have just been in.
you mean the only shows I've ever gone to?
No, we went to see Friends.
That
Yes.
one time, yeah.
And then
That one
we've
time.
we've gone to Scum a few times, and I feel like with Scum, since it's such like a cluster of people and there's no real stage, the queens just kind of have to force their way through. So it's kind of like you need to force your way to see it. It's literally like it's kind of like punk. They're literally queens kicking through, like, all right, open up this pit, let me
Yeah.
dance. Like,
we went to
I
Exposure
haven't
on,
had to do
on
that.
Monday. That was pretty dope.
what's that venue like? I think is it like a big runway?
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's literally
pretty
like
much
a
runway.
long
I was
like.
gonna say, I was gonna say that was the one.
It's at the Offbeat. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what the bar it's called. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
That place
I
is
performed
dope
there a
as
couple
shit.
times.
a lot of aren't there shows that happen there?
There's a lot. Yeah, I watched.
Their Monday, their Exposure is like their Monday night shows at the Offbeat, and like we went and it was fucking packed, and almost
Where did
every
you go?
Monday.
Where was it? Wait, where is it?
It's off York Boulevard,
It's in
like near
Highland
the
Park,
near the
or-
110.
Oh,
freeway.
okay, no. I was gonna say, did we walk by it? Because there was some random bar that we walked by, and they had
It's-
Monday
is it
Night Drag,
Highland?
No.
Yeah, right. Or
Huh?
was it Highland Park or what is it?
Yeah, Highland Park, I think.
something like that.
I don't know where it's at, but we should go. Especially you said they do Monday night shows.
Yeah,
Monday
it's
night
on- it's
Exposure.
on Monday night.
It's super good,
But
super
that,
fun.
that show starts when they want. Like,
Oh, and they
the
have a
last time that I
variety.
was there, it was like, call time's 10. So I'm normally like a queen that likes to show up on time. I don't really like being
Right.
late. So I get there at 10 o'clock. I'm the only fucking queen till 10:30. And even then,
I guess they say 10, so the queens get there at 10:30. Like
Yeah,
they'll
so
run
the
on
show
that
started
time.
Literally,
at,
I mean,
like,
it's
11.
That's like Hispanic thing too. Like,
Yeah, no,
all the
it's
Mexican time.
Mexican time.
families are
It's
like,
Mexican time.
We're gonna have the dinner.
Show
at-
starts at 8.
Yeah, sorry.
9
everyone
o'clock.
show up at 5 just to make sure everyone gets there by 7. You know.
Yeah.
If you say show up at 7, everyone's gonna show up at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that place is so much fun. Like, even though the show starts late, it's kind of like everyone knows, like, it's kind of like, yeah, they say 10 o'clock's call time, but it kind of starts when all the queens, like, are officially there. But even then, once the first half goes on, queens are still showing up that are only going to do the second half of the show. So it's like,
Yeah.
so it's like, the first time that I performed there, I only did one number. And the second time, I did two numbers. So I did both halves of the show. So like when the first half came around, there was like a certain amount of queens, and I went first because I kind of asked like, do you want to go on first? Do you want to go on? And I was like, I'll go first. Like it's fine, kind of like get it over with. And then the second time I went first again, but then there was like more queens that had showed up, and only some queens do the first half, some queens only do the second half, some queens do both halves. So like some of the queens that showed up like even later than I did only did the second half.
Yeah, I was gonna say now, when you do show up early enough, do they tell you like, oh, like you're only gonna go up this first time, like?
No, well, like I had already like made sure before I got there that I was gonna do 2 numbers. Because there's an actual like person that like you email and like send your music
You
to.
coordinate with.
Yeah, so you coordinate with. But sometimes I know
also
like
venue
if,
based, though, too.
if like some of the queens
Depends on,
cancel
like,
or they don't have a lot of
where
people,
the performance
they'll
is.
like have queens show up and they'll just do a number. Like they weren't even like
Like a drop
Guest
in?
spot, yeah,
Like a guest
drop
spot?
in and
they
shit.
don't even
Yeah,
have like tonight is gonna be this queen, this queen, this queen. It's literally like
there's a fucking show. Like,
There's a show.
there's
Come
a
out.
fucking
Let's
show.
see.
Come see
first
it.
come,
Yeah.
first serve for a lot of the queens. Like,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of the times, like he just said, queens will show up dressed, ready to go because if they can, they'll squeeze the
start,
person
yeah.
in. And I like exposure, especially because they have like not just specifically drag too. They have like a very like they had a drag king on Monday, which was amazing. I forgot. I wish I could have gotten his name. He was really really good. And then they had like this like kind of art like performance.
It's
kinda
performance
like
art.
performance
Yeah.
art. And I loved it.
it was like
really
gender
funny.
bender kind of like I don't know. It
That's
was
cool.
different.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily drag, but it was like exactly a gender bender kind.
Yeah,
of
that's what
performance.
Scum
It
is
was-
kind of like that too, where they'll have like it's not just drag; it's literally like performance artists. There was some chick in a bikini, and she had another chick in a cage, like in a pet cage, and she was torturing her.
Oh, I had seen that video.
Oh,
really?
yeah. I had
Oh, that's
posted it
dope.
on my Snap. It was interesting.
to say the least, right?
I know. I was like, I don't know
I
what.
missed that one.
It's like I didn't know what to think about it, but I was like, okay, this is cool. And she wasn't lip syncing;
sure there
she
was
was like
some metaphor
screaming
in
at
there
the top of her
somewhere.
lungs. It was crazy.
Some of those performance artists like performances are quite interesting.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
seen that one? My go-to is that one on YouTube where they have like this people that are walking like on stilts, and this guy has like a bar on his crotch, and he just like flicking his crotch, ringing the bell, like making the most abstract face, and I'm like, okay, I think I get it, but it's still funny. But
Oh
it's,
my god. Yeah.
but no, I loved exposure. That's one of
Yeah.
my
So Jesse, what would you say would be your ideal like stage to perform on? Because like how we talked about how Scum is literally just like a big crowd of people that you push your way through, and then exposure, whether it's like a runway, Hamburger Mary's, it's just like there's a bunch of tables and you have to work your way through. Like what would be like if you could design like a venue?
I think the venue in Long Beach for Hamburger Mary's is really nice because it has a huge stage that like it's kind of like almost like theater set where like when you walk out you have to walk down a couple of stairs.
Oh, so it's literally like an old
stage.
theater where it's like downstage is the corner of the stage because that's the lowest part, and upstage is the higher part. Because
Yeah,
back
so like
then-
you're downstage and that's like the dance floor. It's like a huge stage and there's even like a small like a long platform that you can even like go on top of and like dance up there so you can be seen all the way from the back. But either way, no matter where you're sitting, people can see you. And even if you can't reach, because on the sides there's people that are sitting like up high where you literally can't reach them unless you like kind of walk up, they reach over and give you money, or they just throw it. Like I know some venues just tell them like
fold it
yeah,
up
no,
in a
dude,
paper airplane. and-
paper airplane.
People
I
be
think
throwing that shit
place
from the
is, like,
top
the most fun.
because like
Fuck
people want to
yeah.
tip, but it's high up. It's really hard to
That's
reach.
fucking
sometimes.
crazy.
So
Yeah,
people
so
just be
that
throwing
place
the
for me is
dollars.
more fun because I can kind of use the stage and dance and kind of like, like this is what I'm doing. And then I can walk around to all the tables and there's a lot more room because that one's a bigger venue. So I can walk through and get to all the big tables where all the big parties are and like walk like literally right where like the DJ's at. There's like a long like walkway that goes from one end of the bar to the other end. And those are like where those tables are, and I can dance on people. Like
That
even
place is
between
by
the
far the
stairs.
biggest.
Like that one's
Yeah.
probably like
It's
the
dope.
funnest.
He
venue
said that was the
for
one in Long Beach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets
Should go to a
tiring
show.
because I don't realize how much I'm walking around.
Yeah, that's what I would be thinking
So
too.
by the
That one's a
time
lot
I'm
of
like,
walking.
It's like a workout, but it's
area
so much
to
fun.
cover.
Yeah. Because that's what I'd be thinking. Like if it was shrunk just a little bit, because then you're not running around as much, but then you wouldn't fit as many people in there, so it wouldn't be as
And
much
my
money.
numbers are like anywhere from 3.5 to 4 minutes, almost cutting it to 5.
Uh-huh.
So like it gives me plenty of time to like walk around and kind of get to everybody. Like I try to do before I used to never do like longer than 3.5 minutes. But now that I've been doing drag a little more, I kind of like expand my music and do a little bit longer of a show. Because when I do like bigger venues like that, I can get around a little more. So, and the longer you're out there, sometimes the more they tip you. So,
yeah, that would make sense.
If you're entertaining, if you're just standing there.
Same goes for strippers. Drag queens, drag queens and strippers.
The longer you're out there shaking it and
It's an
you're
interesting correlation.
doing
You
well,
shake your ass
they're gonna
harder,
keep
you get
giving
them
money.
tips more.
There you go.
I mean,
No, especially
kinda,
like
yeah.
the transitions too. I'll notice like when it's like mix ups or like mixing in
Yeah, and I
songs.
do my mixes too, so it's like not just the same song like the whole
It helps
time.
refresh, so that way it's not just like one. I mean, not to say that queens
Because
that do one
yeah.
song is boring at all, but those are good. But having
It's
those
kinda
mixed
like-
ones
Spice.
is
it's like at a club. Like you don't want to hear like they never play the whole song throughout.
Yeah.
Like they'll play maybe a verse and the chorus, and then they'll do the next song, and then like oh shit, like you get like a little taste of everything.
That's what's fun. It's
Like
like
a-
I like doing
People have short
like
attention
that.
spans, so
Yeah, exactly. That's why I try to do
know,
like
right?
some kind of storyline too, where my music speeds up and stuff too.
yeah, I give a different feel because if it's all like the song is like the same pace and it kind of gets old, but if you do one, it slows it down, and then all of a sudden it speeds up. It's a little more
Yeah.
catchy, entertaining. So how would you say that your drag has improved in the last year? Because when like we said, the last time we saw you, you were like 5 shows into your return.
Yeah.
And now you've done so much more. Would you say that like you've improved in any ways, or how have you changed?
I feel like I'm a lot more confident going out. Like before, like I still get nervous before my shows, but now it's
Naturally.
not as bad. Because like before, I would get like really bad. Like I don't know. I feel like I need to like throw up almost.
I was gonna say
You know,
stage
dry-
anxiety. That's
Dry heave a little bit. Like
Yeah.
even before, and frankly, I always see it when we're at home. Once I get to the club, I'm like okay still. Once I have like a drink or two, but like the whole getting ready process was always like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
I'm not even like. I haven't even left my freaking house yet. I'm,
And you're already
I'm like
like,
barely showering, and I'm already like
A nervous
feel
wreck,
Like
yeah.
I'm already like a nervous wreck. Now it's not as bad. I feel more like comfortable, and like I think performing more and more that I've been going out, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback from like just people that have like gone to my shows or people that I meet, and they're like, "You're my favorite tonight." Like hearing that, and like sometimes I feel like I'm just like nothing exciting, like I just feel like I'm like a fun
Very
drag queen
humble,
to watch.
yeah.
I'm just like cool, like I'm out here to like have fun, like I'm doing this because this is a fun, expensive hobby that I like to do. And
Yeah.
I want to entertain. You either like it or you don't like it. If you don't like it, I'm not going to change what I wanted to do for it.
but hearing that people like
Yeah, but hearing
that you're
like,
doing
people
what you
like
do.
love it,
Yeah,
and
hearing
like
the positive
getting that
feedback from it.
and then people want to take pictures with me, and like that's the fun part when like just random girls are like, well, "You're our favorite tonight. Can we take a picture?" Like I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like that's like what I like to do. Like go meet people, and like they ask me where I'm from, and blah blah blah. Like that's so I feel like I've evolved a little more too, because I'm just like. I'm like doing more shows and like kind of trying to do different like looks and different numbers. Like I haven't really done too many ballads, but I've done like a few slow songs. I do my hip hop. I do my kind of like dancing numbers. So I try to like switch it up with like my hair. Like so I know my makeup has gotten a little better from when I first started, because I'm all self taught. Like
Yeah.
because kind of just watch people
yeah.
like YouTube.
You
it,
learn, you
like,
taught yourself and
Yeah,
everything.
and then like I did I had a little bit of an investment too. I bought a breastplate, so that's like the moneymaker right there.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So I do like one number where you don't see the breastplate, like
them titties
it's on,
are sticky though.
and I put powder on them now, so they're not sticky. They're not sticky titties anymore. 'Cause, like, because of the silicone, they were really like
Silicone, it's
sticky,
like-
but
I know, people just stick dollar bills and they're just like,
no, I just put a little
have a
like
couple, like-
a little like powder on them, kind of blend my skin to it a little
yeah.
bit,
So it's
and, like,
not. It looks like flesh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I think I remember when you posted that. I think I was drunk or something when I had originally seen you post it. Because then I remember commenting that you should pierce the nipples on them.
oh yeah,
That'd be funny.
I was all like, pierce the nipples.
That would be pretty funny.
it would, but I'm like I'm trying to like ruin a $500 breastplate.
Nah, that'd be
That's
cool.
totally fine.
Yeah, it's just a little hole, and if you take it
Give it
out,
some time and then do it later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once I've worn it for a while, like I feel like now that I've had it for so long, I kind of like made my money back on it, because like I'll wear it for like I wear it for both numbers, but the first number it'll be like covered, so you'll see like obviously like the silhouette of my body, but then the second number I have something where they're showing,
You're like, bam.
and then everyone's like, oh my god, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like
Ooh.
yeah, And it's funny, like when you see like the straight guys and they're just kind of like staring, and then they're asking their girlfriends, like, "Are those real?"
Like, wait, I don't get it.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen a lot of the straight guys mouth that to their girlfriends, like, because like while watching him perform.
Like some of the videos that Frank, has like recorded of me. I'm like looking at the crowd, like I'm also like watching what I did, but then I'm like looking at the crowd to see like how they're reacting to me, and I see like the straight guys like talking to their girlfriend, like.
Nudge
they're like, what are these? And like you see their hands go like this, like so it's just funny.
Like, how do they do that?
How do they do that?
And then like after the show, I'm like, sup.
I had to explain how a breastplate worked to my my dad's girlfriend because she saw somebody post something and she's like, okay, can you please tell me how this little boy has titties? And I'm like, oh, let me.
I like that.
Big old, that's a breastplate.
That's a cute way to start.
It was Bretman Rock. If you guys,
Bretman Rock.
He's I want to say he's a YouTuber or a Viner. I know like he just came out with a palette collaborating with Morphe. Mm-hmm. And I think he just became like YouTube famous. He's just he's just a funny kid, but he's young. He barely graduated high school.
Oh, okay. Does he have
he's
dark hair, like short dark hair?
Yeah, I think he's like Filipino or something. Anyway, he's a young kid, and so she's like, I think she follows him because she showed me. She's like, okay, can you explain to me how he has titties? And I was like, oh, it's a breastplate. And she's like, okay, but like they look real, like. And I was like, you see how he has his neck covered, like with the necklace or with the choker necklace, and that's where the seam is. You wear it like a bib, like how you tie a bib around your neck.
Exactly.
And she was like, oh, like mind blown.
Fucking heavy ass bib that weighs like 6.5 pounds.
It's fucking heavy.
Do they
It's
tie
about
in
the weight
back?
of a small baby.
No, they don't tie in the back. I feel like that would be
the own weight is alone.
So you gotta
enough
like
to hold it down. It's like a bib.
over?
And it's like
No, it
Velcroed
has,
in the
like,
back. So you
Velcroed in
like
the back. So you literally just like snap it on.
It's like a bib, like a baby bib,
okay.
except
It's
baby
like
bib with boots.
Whatever you wear, like pushes it up, like you push it in a little bit, so you kind of like give it the cleavage, and then even with the powder, you kind of like just darken a little bit if you want that like more
so
like
funny.
an effect
It
of
is a
like.
trick.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
It's,
I
Did they
bet that
make
looks
one?
so funny too. Like just to see it, like just hanging there, like
but it does change the dynamic of the look too.
Oh, yeah.
course, yeah,
It's crazy.
definitely.
Because he can show, he could do more like open. Like,
I should have asked you to bring your breastplate. That would have been cool.
An exclusive for the live viewers and shit.
Like censor the nipples.
The nipples, yeah.
Nah, free the nipple. Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Does it actually have like a painted on nipple? Because I know it has like a
It. You know what?
Thing?
I requested for my nipples to get painted, but then they didn't paint the nipples. So, which was fine because.
Can they put like little cones on the nipples to make them point out to you?
I think they do make them point out a little bit.
I told him
you
do the
guys
whole
see
like
them.
pasties. If he could even do it topless stuff and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just haven't done anything to like reveal them. Like I'm still kind of like figuring out what to like make with them because I haven't made anything new to actually like really like wear for just my breastplate. I just happen to have outfits that had like zippers in the front where I can kind of like zip it down and then it opens up the chest area.
Okay.
Because when I wore that outfit before, I had the zipper all the way up because I didn't show my chest. So now that I have the breastplate and I have that like cleavage. I mean, I could have taped my chest and given that effect, but I was just lazy.
I feel like that would hurt
It always
though.
goes back to tape.
No, that's how they do it, right?
I've actually never duct
Some of
taped
the other
my
ways that
shoulder.
drag queens
You
do
never
is they
duct
do
tape
their
the
boobs.
boobs?
Never duct taped it.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
duct taped
That's
I
what
don't
a lot
know,
of like
yeah.
the bigger
Figured it out.
girls will
Yeah,
do.
and then they'll
tape.
like do a little makeup to like
Yeah,
add
just
depth
stuff
to it.
them. And actually, it looks really good. I was just lazy. I didn't want to do all that extra work.
Yeah, you're just
I feel like that would just
I'll
hurt
invest
because it's
into
like really
breastplate.
good.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Well,
Well,
even some of the
hopefully
bigger
they
girls like,
sweat
why don't
enough.
you just tape your boobs? And I'm like, I didn't want to do all that. And the breastplate
too
was
much
nice.
work.
Yeah.
Rip some skin off at the end of the night.
Can't imagine like the
Exactly.
blisters that you'd get, like the blisters and how
Yeah,
like
from the
the
tape.
chafing because that's a lot of taping to
Yeah.
create that. Matt, we should try taping your titties.
Oh yeah, before I lose them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you're doing a really good job. Speaking of you, like
You're going to gym now? Or?
Yeah, he's been-
We'll
he's
take
been
we'll
working
take
on
a
a
break
lot.
since we're switching topic. We'll take a break right now. This is actually a band, Automatic Spitfire, which you recommended
The
from.
homie Edgar.
Yeah, this is his band page. Definitely look him up on Facebook and
dude,
check them out.
Check them out.
Yep. All right, that was a song called Decisions by Automatic Spitfire, which was recommended to us by you, Frank, which is your buddy Edgar.
The homeboys.
Yep.
I just
from
saw
out
them.
of El Monte, California. Represent.
Monte.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be careful saying that shit. Not from
So go check
good
them
old
out.
El
Yeah.
Monte,
Mhm.
as the
There you go, as the white folks say.
The
I
white
always
folks
think
say
it's
it
so
over here.
funny at the comedy at the dollar shows whenever they're like,
Everybody wear.
"What's up, El Monte?" I'm like,
Everybody goes, El Monte, motherfucker.
"Oh, we're like El Monte."
That's fucking awesome. That sounds like something El Monte would do. Like,
Yeah,
just
no,
call,
yeah,
like
yeah.
literally any moment that like there's people outside.
But even we say El Monte. Well,
I think sometimes on occasion I've said it like that. But I think it was probably mostly.
It depends. It
I
depends
think
who
it was
I'm
when I
saying.
was
It depends who
working and
I'm
I was
singing
talking
to.
to- yeah,
that's true,
I think
too.
it was when I was
singing
only when I was
to.
working like as a sales rep. Like I'd have to like
Go, I'm from El
assess
Monte.
El Monte.
El Monte.
Well, we're fucking back hanging out with you guys, hanging out and do all this cool shit,
Chilling.
chilling, talking about boobs and whatnot, fake boobs,
Fake
right?
boobs.
Ass boobs.
Yeah, fake asses and boobs.
Sticky tits.
You don't do
Sticky titties.
Do you don't do a butt thing? What is it?
Oh, padding?
Yeah,
when
padding,
he does
there you
drag.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you pad too?
That's my
Yeah.
that's my
That's
job.
that's Frank's job.
Yes.
Well,
No,
like,
'cause, like,
it's
I help him
two,
with
like,
the
layers.
angles sometimes.
Hey, we're talking about drag, all right? I know what you do in the bag.
We got caught up.
You have to angle it. He stuffs it.
Stuffs it in the
Stuffs
back
it.
real
He
quick,
stuffs
you
it in the
know.
I'm like, oh, wrong podcast.
Oh,
He
man.
just gets behind you and stuffs it.
See, but I'm learning. I'm starting to know.
Right.
I'm starting to learn this shit. I mean,
Yeah.
I know who Hoochie Coochie just fucking won right now or something like that.
What?
Just kidding.
That was
Exactly.
his exact level of knowledge. Of
Exactly.
Coochie
Yeah, see, I
coochie?
didn't used to pad before. I mean, I had like a little like silicone like underwear thing,
Mm-hmm.
but now like I have like actual like padding that I put in my butt. So and it's also like I evolved my body. Like even though I'm already thick, I added more ass and tits to my actual like persona.
Just-
Right,
uh,
because it makes everything else look smaller
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah.
bigger butt and boobs.
Yeah. You can
That's a
say
true
that.
fact.
It makes everything else look small.
Well, I don't know.
And then
mean-
with like a waist cincher, you know, kind of.
Well, yeah, of course, but like that's how you change the shape.
And then
You
I
add
take it off, and my 500-pound body just falls out of everything. Like,
Gravity just takes over. Just,
yeah, it looks all like outfit to like take everything off and just go, here's that big old hairy man.
I forget because drag queens are so.
You're like, yeah, look at that
freaking-
bear in the mirror.
I stopped shaving my chest too. That was another reason why I got the breastplate. I fucking had to shaving my chest all the time sucked. 'Cause I'm naturally very hairy, so and I'd only shave from like literally the top of my stomach up. So like I would only have like
yeah, he'd just be like hair on his stomach.
hairy belly, and then
yeah, like hairy belly.
Oh my
I never
God.
showed my belly, so,
That's so
I only
funny.
needed to show this part. So I would just have like a nice smooth chest. Like, hairy belly. Like summertime was always the worst for me to do drag because I want to go to the pools and like hang out like in Vegas.
That's when
And
you
I'm
got to do the whole body.
And I'm like, I should probably like maybe
or
like
wear a shirt. in
buzz
the
it
pool.
or like kind of like make it all the same.
yeah, get your chest waxed.
You have to even out that shit. Just, like, shave the whole thing.
Or would you
Oh
like,
man,
fuck
I don't
it,
know.
care.
No, I would never do a waxing.
Well, you don't have hair on your chest.
Damn, that waxing. Yeah, no, I wouldn't need to either.
I just use nair. I just like nair it.
You nair it.
Yeah, Nair is a
Nair.
trip, dude.
I've
fucking
used
crazy.
Nair before. I tried
It's
to use
weird.
Nair.
You put this foam on you, and it like starts
Hey,
smelling all
cheers,
fucking weird.
mystery booze.
Ooh,
Cheers
salute
to you, the mystery booze. But yeah, Nair, Nair is
The
weird.
smell of Nair, yeah.
It smells like burnt hair.
It does. It smells
literally
like it
smells
smells
like burnt
funky,
hair.
and then your skin like tingles a little bit. No,
It doesn't tingle. Maybe
that
it's just
can
yours
be good
too-
for you.
too sensitive.
Wait,
Maybe.
that's like the worst. Like,
well, because
never had
smearing on nice chemicals
Really?
on you and
Yeah.
burning
okay,
your hair
then
off.
maybe I have sensitive skin because when I was younger, my mom would not let me shave my legs. So I tried to find every loophole I could. So I tried using Nair. And I remember I would get like weird bumps afterwards and my skin would be like tingling, but I thought like, you know what, like, okay, it's just because it's working. It's working.
That's, I guess it's
Oh,
working.
If it stings, it means it's working.
Yeah.
If it leaves marks, it means it did a really good job.
I mean, it did one.
I mean,
job.
I was
My skin is
hairless.
peeling. That means it's working.
You were hairless and skinless. So.
Can't have hair if you don't have skin.
Right.
Exactly. There you go.
It's like a little
Thank you,
horse.
Nair.
Oh, them poor legs.
Oh fuck, dude.
That's
Not
awesome.
copyrighted by Nair.
Right? Are they the new sponsor or what, bro? No, shit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
This
exactly.
podcast is brought to you by
man.
Nair.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, but yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
I know.
I started talking about Nair.
You got sidetracked.
Well,
You're like,
you got
speaking
super
of
Yeah,
hair
we're
and
talking
turning
about the
your
work basically now that it takes to build up to it. Like now that you have the breastplate, it's a little easier, but
It's heavier.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what we were saying. It's heavier. Like it's like pretty much you're carrying around a child.
Yeah, it took me
You're carrying around a little
while to
baby
get
with
used
you.
to it.
No, you
So
really-
it's
it's-
like
yeah.
I felt like I
Pretty
couldn't
fucking
move. Like I felt like all
heavy.
stiff because I'm like I feel like it's gonna like the
Like they're gonna swing. Like they're gonna.
because it's like Velcro. I'm like,
If he gets too into the dances,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I wonder, do they design breastplates that can hook around in the
See,
back?
Actually, when
Not
now
that I
what
know
I'm
of.
wondering.
I guess if you're good at alterations, you could probably might be able to do it yourself.
Because that would make sense because like the way that bras are made, you have the shoulder support, but then you also it's supported around the back too to hold everything up.
That's what your costume does too. Like you
The
wear
costume
something-
holds it in
even
place.
if you wear
maybe
something
that's a
to show them
factor
off,
that they
you wear
probably
something
put in,
that, like
or
helps
maybe
hold them
even wear
in.
a bra over it. I don't know, but then that's even that much more layers. So I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, I didn't
'Cause-
buy a breastplate to wear a fucking bra over it.
Yeah, right.
Like it looks like I have hard nipples all the time, so that's what you're gonna get. every single
There you
time.
go.
You're
Yeah.
gonna see
That's why I
hard
said
nipples.
pierce them. If they're gonna show anyway and be hard, might as well show with a piercing right there.
I need to like buy like a paint so I can just paint the nipples
Yes,
myself.
Paint and free the nipple. There you go.
There you go.
I'll paint the
Do a
nipples.
little like
nipples.
reveal like and shake them around.
Put a little face on it.
Oh my god, I recently
Hey there. I see you.
complete side note.
Only people only close enough that are able to see it.
Like what the fuck
I
was
don't know what
that?
is that.
I
Like, who
recently
cares? Just give me money.
I posted
What up,
a
Chris?
picture of Matthew's nipple today or yet last night.
And put a face on it.
I used
Pictures of nips.
I just took a picture of his nipples and then I used the stickers of
Yeah, but
like
not,
the
like,
eyes.
not- she didn't just take like she zoomed in on my nipple. Like it's all close up on my nipple and everything.
See, like, the
It's
Like, there's a
beautiful.
fuck- yeah, she
Shit.
put eyeballs and a smile on
Yeah,
it.
it looks so good.
Oh my
Nipples have
God.
never looked better, huh?
Like, seriously, his nipples have never
Oh,
looked
man.
better.
No, yeah, some of the queens that rock the breastplate will just be doing some crazy ass dancing, and then I'm just like considering how much they weigh. I'm like, fuck, y'all can
Strong necks.
That's some strong ass necks. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have strong necks. Same queen.
You know when they bob for apples. That's why they have strong
Straight
necks.
bobbing for
Yep.
apples.
Hey, I
all
was
they
really
do.
good at that.
Yeah.
I heard that about you.
You don't want to. You do not want to admit that in the gay community. At least out loud.
Who wants to go bobbing for apples? Hey, I'm good at that game.
You'll see all the fucking hands go flying.
I know. Imagine how quickly I'd lose you at a show. And all of a sudden I'd be like, where'd that go?
Who went to go play Bobby for apples?
Let's go bob for some apples.
He's in the back alley bobbing for apples. He said he was good at that game. He was first in line.
Damn.
Oh
Big
shit.
ass red apples will be going for.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
God.
Fire beware.
The what?
Fire beware. Well, I meant because I said the joke and everything.
Oh.
Nothing. I'm stoned. All right.
Oh,
That's why I wear the
that's
glasses. See, you can't tell. That's why I wear the glasses.
Same.
Except you're not wearing glasses.
No, yeah, but you have more shows coming up, but
Yeah, this
Oh,
Sunday, I have Divas of the Valley. It's the 3-year anniversary party, and we're doing
That's at Sea Friends,
house,
right?
yeah, in Reseda. So
See
we're
Friends
doing,
and Reseda.
Housewives
Reseda.
of Reseda edition.
the
Housewives of Reseda.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
God.
like I guess our like end look has to be like how like what like the housewives would like wear. So I'm
They
trying.
like
Wait,
dress
what-
like
I
drag
know.
queens anyway.
What
Yeah.
housewives?
So
All right, there's these shows like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of
Beverly Hills.
I guess
Orange
what
County.
would you say is the overarching theme of these housewives? Is it just like like wives
Stupid
of like
mom shit.
moms that are like super rich because their husbands are rich.
Yeah, they're
okay.
they're
And
housewives
they're like,
because
they're stay-at-home moms. They're housewives.
Stay-at-home
that-
moms, and they have all this
super
drama.
plastic.
Where to
Yeah.
go to be-
They're stay-at-home
Vacation
moms,
now,
but they
like,
do
they have
everything.
drama, like-
they do everything not what a mom does.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
kind of. I feel like I've never watched the show, but I can only assume it's based on everything except being a mother and a wife.
I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of like drama that's unnecessary.
It's all the drama
And
between all
because
the
they have
moms.
nothing better to
Well,
do.
I mean,
Like, what
that's-
else are gonna,
isn't
what
that
are they gonna
reality
do, you know?
TV in a nutshell? Like,
Like I was,
It is reality TV.
Pretty much.
yeah.
These are like just
Them
random
getting mad because
With big-
they're like, oh, they told
okay,
one
but anyway,
person
now
thing.
you're having this big 3-year celebration going on.
Yeah, so
and,
I'll be there this Sunday.
And then what's
Shaking
happening
my
after
tits.
that? Oh, there you go.
After that,
Are you gonna have a pierce by then? No?
I have until Sunday to pierce.
Make the decision.
Yeah,
Do it
and
now.
April, I don't know what day. I know I'm supposed to be in Pomona at Alibis. So, and then after that, I don't have anything. I was thinking about taking a little bit of a break, but every time I say that, something comes up or someone's like, "Can you do this show next month?" Or, "Hey, who wants to sign up for this?" And then I'm like, "I'll sign up," thinking like, "Wait, didn't they say I just wanted to take a break?" Like, I wanted to take a break since February,
That's okay.
and I've done like, I did like 4 shows in that month. So I'm like, maybe taking a break isn't gonna happen. So
I mean, that's kind of good in a way. You're getting
not,
work.
not taking a break because
If
I'm
you
tired.
space it out,
It just
I mean,
kind of like
it's not
fun
like
just
it's-
to like take a break every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
kinda
But
like,
what's
come
it?
on.
I mean, what? The last time you said you were going to take a break, it ended up being 5 years long, though.
Yeah, but see, it's not gonna be 5 years this time because I actually want to keep performing. Back
Ah,
then,
okay.
I was like, I had a reason to kind of
Like,
stop.
okay, so I'm just like a break right now. It's like, it's 1-2 weekends. All right, I need to get fucking
Pretty
back
much,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me take a week or 2 off. Like, that's probably like the ideal break. But I guess I do sometimes take breaks between my shows because I don't do shows every single week, all month long. You know, I do 1 to 2
okay.
shows every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, but still, even during that time, to have to come up with something new, have to go buy something, like get something.
Yeah, there's a lot of
made,
time
like,
and effort.
It's time consuming because I also have to deal with like my work schedule too, and
Yeah.
figure out when I can actually go do it and when I can actually have the person that's going to make something for me have time to make it.
I literally made my school schedule to work around like his drag shows because I know that he usually does like the Divas of the Valleys in Reseda on Sundays. So when I made my schedule for school, I made sure
You
that
got Sundays available.
my classes on Mondays I'd go in later. So if I was out late before,
Yeah,
I
you'd
wouldn't
be
have to worry
okay.
about going, waking up early going to school because it's not until like 11 or some shit. So I give myself plenty of time to
There you go.
still party.
Yeah, exactly.
And take him to a show and still
That's also
make
like
it
another
work.
thing too with like the shows that I want to do are sometimes during the week, and I work
Yeah.
during the week, so it's like I have to plan it sometimes a month to 2 months ahead, just so I
Yeah,
can make sure
just
that I
so-
have
yeah.
the day off or I can come in later. So that's what always kind of makes it hard
Definitely.
too. Like a lot of the shows that I want to do are like on Monday nights, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm like, when I try to get these shows that are on like Fridays or Saturdays, they're like perfect. That's why I've been doing the Wendy Ho show on Saturdays at Hamburger Mary's because they're on Saturday nights. So and they're dinner time shows too, so they're actually early. So the one in West Hollywood, that one starts at 10, and the one in Long Beach starts at 8. So I'm out
shit.
of there like by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I still have the rest of the night to either stay in drag or I can get out of drag and go wherever I want, or I stay there. You know.
Yeah,
Just
stay there and
keep
fucking
partying.
partying.
Yeah.
So
which
it
is
just
what we
depends
do like
on
more
like
than
what I
half the
want to
time.
do.
We're just,
Yeah,
we're already
which
there.
already ends up happening.
Most
Yeah.
of the time, since we're already there, like might as well just stay here and get fucked up.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah, so that's all I
Just
really
take
have
the
right
time.
now is just those 2 shows like recent, like that are like right
Coming
now.
up.
Yeah.
Coming up that are booked, yeah.
Yeah, that are actually booked ready to
And
go.
then-
So,
But hey, maybe something might come up again.
yeah,
now that you say,
I
"Oh,
know.
I'm gonna take a break," I know.
The moment I'm like, someone's like, "Hey, can you do this night?" So like, there was even one night where I didn't know I was doing that night, and my friend was like, "You're doing CCS Sundays, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, I guess so." I have 2 days to figure out what's on. Surprise,
Surprise.
bitch! They're like, they sent me the flyer, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'm on the flyer. Cool."
Oh shit! There you go.
So it wasn't like they were asking me; they already assumed that I was doing it because I think I had said yes, but then I didn't know it was that day. I thought it was like on a later date, so it was like Thursday night, and they like sent me the flyer like, "You're still doing Susias, right?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah," because at
Sure.
Sea Friends now, like every other weekend is something different. So it's Divas of the Valley, and then now they have a new night called Susia Sundays. So
Yeah.
But that one's more like just like a dance party, and there's only like 3 or 4 queens that go and perform. They just do like a quick 10 o'clock show. They do one number, take a little break, do another number, and then the rest of the night's just like, let's just hang out and have fun and party. So.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so it's called Sucia Sunday. So it's everything.
That's just a little party night.
Yeah, just a party night, just to like hang out. So.
For all the sucias.
Yeah.
Sucias out there.
Saw the Diaz come out.
Per title.
Yes. I like that name.
It does attract.
Yeah,
Sucia
Sucia
Sundays.
Sunday.
Any last questions before you wrap up?
I can't think of any questions. I feel like we've covered anything. Do you have any questions as a straight man to a drag queen?
I mean,
Or you feel like you've already educated? You already know it. You already know your shit.
I-
He
Yeah,
knows
it's-
Drag 101 already. Shit.
He could pass Drag 101. He knows
That's
he
so
knows how they
horrible.
tuck. I mean, not by experience. I don't
Next
think.
step.
There's a show. I don't know if it already happened or it's gonna happen. There was this. I knew I was gonna tell you something like a few weeks ago. There was a like a OC like drag ball.
That's gonna be happening this
The one that
summer.
Alessandra's doing, right?
Yeah, she asked me to do it, but I don't know.
So,
But and this summer, they're for part of like I think it's like around the Pride time. It's like first time people that have never done drag. They're gonna have like people like want to sign up, and it's for like a good cause.
That's cool.
It's for
Yeah.
like a
That's funny.
It's a fundraiser.
fundraiser. So if
Yeah.
you've never done drag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you would sign up, and then they would have like a drag queen who like signed up to like mentor and do that person's makeup.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
cool.
cool.
So you would
I look at her face; just lit up right now.
Exactly. So someone would literally do your hair and makeup and like put you in drag, and then you would do like a quick number. So obviously it's for fun. So like you wouldn't have to be like perfect, and everyone starts somewhere too. So it'd be like kind of fun to like just try it. And I was like, damn, like I wish I would have never done drag, because that kind of would have been fun. But
Yeah.
now I'm like,
Just
I
pretend.
want to like.
Just pretend. Be like, I never.
Now I wouldn't
I've been
know
so
anything.
shy my entire life. I don't
Right?
know with an accent.
Just
Like,
play it off and shit.
Yeah, they see me get ready to like. That's
and then as soon as you go out there, you're all badass and shit.
All on point and shit.
with my breastplate.
Fucking
like,
white man kind of.
they're like, why is her looking?
You, I know.
on
You
point?
leave real quick. You come back with your best.
Like, hold on, hold on,
I know.
sir.
Coming out with breastplate and everything. Like, what the fuck? Your first
you go.
time.
I will let you borrow my breastplate.
Yeah.
man. If you sign up, I will let you borrow my breastplate.
Yes.
I don't know. That's just heavy.
I know. I should have asked you to bring it. We could have Matt try it on.
Why
No.
would- I mean,
That would be
I'll
rough though. Like
That'd be fun. Actually, no, that'd be funny.
First time in drag though, and in heels, like being in heels alone for the first
Hell
time, you're already
nah.
like not balanced, and then adding 6 more pounds
My ass can't do
around your
high
neck.
heels. I'm
Like,
I know. I would assume.
I have flat feet, so I don't think I could do.
Oh,
heels.
what I was actually mentioning. Okay, so yeah, like you have this now. Like, is that what women feel all the time?
What?
Have carrying boobs? Is that
yeah,
really
like
what it's like?
my
Kinda.
neck by the end of the night hurts. Like my neck hurts. I just
I
know.
always think of that fucking joke from like
Mine-
Super Bad.
Does your neck ever hurt?
No,
Like,
well,
talking about
because
the girl that
I've
got
got
a
the whole
breast
body
reduction?
Oh, yeah.
supporting. I've got my whole body supporting
It's
them.
like,
Well, those
I heard she
like
got a breast reduction. Like, dude, she had back problems.
They,
Like,
yeah.
slapping God in the face.
like slapping her in the face
Well,
for giving
it's
such an
true.
awesome gift.
People with
I'm gonna go catch a
bigger
glimpse of
breasts,
these
they do
warlocks.
have like back problems. Like I think the worst that'll happen is like sometimes my shoulder will hurt from the bra strap, or running if I'm at the gym and I'm wearing my not as supportive sports bra. Oh yes, well, no, because I do have sports bras that aren't as supportive, and I'm just like, all right, fine, I'll be fine. I won't run too much. But then I'm running, I'm like, ouch, like it hurts because it's literally like.
Yeah, it's weight.
The weight of it pulling. It's like ouch, ouch,
I know what
ouch.
you mean.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt my neck, but it just kind of just hurts the tit.
It's an extra
it hurts the
thing
tit.
to worry about. Damn.
We talked a lot
Wow.
about tits this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titty episode.
Hashtag
Yeah.
titties.
Hashtag titties. Hashtag free the nipple.
Hashtag free the nipple too.
Titties.
Well, I think we'll go ahead and call it here. I mean, thank you guys
Yeah.
for
Hey, thanks for
coming
having
in,
us.
and
Thanks for
thank you
having us. It's
for
been fun.
yeah talking a bunch of educating us again. Once again, I feel like I've learned a lot.
When are your show dates again?
This Sunday at Sea Friends in Reseda
Okay.
for Divas of the Valley, our 3-year anniversary party, and then Pomona in April, but I don't know exactly what date.
Okay.
Figure that one
Keep
out.
us posted, and we'll keep
Yeah, I'll
listeners
post
posted.
it. I'll post it
Post it
on
up,
my
yeah.
Instagram.
Post it up. Let us know.
Hell yeah.
Whatnot.
Post it on the gram.
Yep.
At Jesse897 is my Instagram. So.
At Jesse897.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for being kicked.
Being kicked.
Dude, that mystery liquor got me. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
God.
slurring.
Actually, no. I have cotton mouth right now, and this is why I brought the water for this
Good call.
exact reason.
Good call.
Yeah,
See,
I get
fucked up.
cotton mouth too sometimes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been smoking too.
I don't think you caught that.
Bobbing for apples.
What?
I was like, yeah, I get cock mouth too every once in a while.
Oh.
You're like, yeah.
I thought you said cotton mouth. I was like,
Yeah, cock mouth.
Shut up! I fell
mouth.
right into that one.
You're like, yeah, I know.
Oh, babe.
know.
It's all that bobbing for apples you do.
That bobbing and bobbing.
Fucking Chris is all, what did he say? Back alley bobbing bros?
Back alley bobbing bros.
Hey, it's the name of his new band.
Right? That's a fucking bad right there.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take it out on another song by the Automatic Spitfire. Sorry, it's right in front of me, and I can't even read. But this is Snakes Do Not Have Legs. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for tuning
Thanks for
in.
having us, please.
Yep. Everybody be safe.